Hello, hello, hello. Hope you're all well. So I'm just catching up on some of your comments. Hope you're all keeping warm and dry. We've had some snow showers here today, but it's not settled. It's been too wet. Good afternoon and good evening and good morning, wherever you are in the world. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Christine. Nice to see you. Both on YouTube. Hi, Carolyn, Margaret, and Bernadette, all on Facebook and watching. Good to see you too as well, my lovely. Hello, Princess. Oh, watching from Twitter. Not Twitter, Twitch. See, there's so many social platforms now. It's ridiculous. Hello, my darling. I hope you're well, Princess. Yeah, it's cold here too as well. It'll be colder for you with you being by the coast, Christine. Hi, Joe. Hi, K-Weezy. Hope you're well. All right, seems there's a few of you. You're all quick to jump on this evening. Thank you so much for holding space for me this evening. And thank you for supporting the page. Oh, excuse me. My day has been cold, but relaxed and stress-free. Been bitting and bobbing, doing crosswords, trying to keep my brain going, trying to keep warm. Hi, Abrin, is that? Hi, Abrin. Beautiful name. Hi, Lucinda. Okay, so doing something different tonight. For those of you that haven't seen me work before, I am an intuitive psychic reader and I'm also a spiritualist medium. I do work mostly with psychic energy, but sometimes spirit do pop in. If they do pop in, I will let you know because it's important that you know the difference. But to start with, I've got two of my colouring books. I work with colours, and these are books that I've coloured in myself. So my energy and my healing and spirit-led colours and things have gone into these. Okay, so if you would like a colouring book reading, this one is positive affirmations, and I'm going to experiment tonight. I'm going to read from that, and then I'm going to see if the positive affirmations match up to the reading of the skull one. All right, skulls and flowers. You're working with drawing colours for healing. Absolutely, Julie. It's amazing how much healing colours can bring you, depending on the colour, depending on the shade, depending on the, thickness of the colour that you use. I use everything from pencil crayons to glitter pens to felt tips, everything. Hi, Ascending. Hope you're well. All right, so you would love to see, Michelle. Let's come to you first then, my darling. In fact, hold that thought, Michelle, because I want to go to whoever's. It's not often we get somebody from Twitch. Princess, pick a number from 1 to 24 if you're still with us. If anybody else would like reading, pick a number from 1 to 24. They're the page numbers, and we will see what you get. Number 9, Princess. Okay, my darling. So it's important that I get your feedback. So yes, no, maybe, don't know. You're talking rubbish. You're not talking rubbish. No, please don't tell me I'm talking rubbish. Okay, number 9. Number 9 for Princess. Oh, okay. Let's see what the positive affirmation matches up with that. Let's have a look. Oh, right. Okay, so I'm going to read from the skull first, and then I'm going to read from the positive affirmation. Okay, so K-Weezy, you don't have to keep repeating it. Once is enough because I can scroll up. All right, so Princess. Oh, where's my Princess comment gone? It's took it off. There we go. Okay, let's see. Right, I don't know if you'll be able to see the colours as good as me, but there you go. You have the blue skulls with, they're almost like a really, really pale pink flowers surrounding them. And there's two of them then. They look like twins. So I want to give you Gemini. I don't know if you're a Gemini or if you know any Geminis, but I want to give you Gemini because these look like twins. I'm sure it's Gemini that's the twins. And this is about friendship and support. So number 9, firstly, we'll go with the number. Number 9 is about tying up loose ends and the completion of things to make way for new things coming in. All right. But what I want to say to you is you've got new friendships coming in and you've got new support coming in. If you are not receiving it already, there's definitely some coming in. And it's, yes, I did colour them, Michelle. The blues and the skulls all about communication. So I feel you've had a lot of talking going on between friendships, between friends, and you've had a lot of support. And I want to go with the emotional support. There's been a lot of emotional support surrounding you, or there's emotional support available to you if you're not already taking notice. You've got the pinks there, the pale pinks. That for me is about bringing back the fun, being gentle with yourself. I want to say you've been through a little bit of a hard time, and a lot of it is down to anxiety and fear, and I don't want to go like a social anxiety, but I just feel like things have become a little bit overwhelming, and this is where you've needed the friendship and support, and there is people around you that will help and support you, because I do feel that you're also a support for other people. That makes sense, yes, with the anxiety. Thank you for that confirmation, my darling. But I also want you to be lighter, a lighter mood for other people. So whenever people feel down, it's like you sense it. They don't have to say anything to you. You just instinctively know that there's something wrong, or they need some support, or they need some advice, and you know the right words to say. So the pinks for me is about not just receiving that love, but you give out that love, you give out that support, and you give out that friendship, and you're a great healer. And when I put these two together, this is also page 9. It says there, look, I am the best. Now you've got the purples in this one. Again, you've got the purples and the pinks together. So if I put these together, they kind of, there we go, look. So the purple for me is a healing colour, but I also, again, purple for me is also an intuitive. But the writing is in grey. It says, I am the best. So you are the best friend, natural empath. Yeah, I thought so. And this is what I'm picking up. You instinctively know when people need the support as well. But I do feel you've had to compromise a lot with your own emotions and your own self, and in areas of your own life. So I do feel that you've compromised your needs and your wants in order to make sure other people are okay. And I want to say again, this is about tying up loose ends. So this is about ending that cycle. It's okay helping other people, but if you're not helping yourself and you're not receiving the help yourself as well, you can't really help other people. Yes, you don't put yourself first, and this is what I'm picking up, because you want to be the best for everybody, and you want the best for everybody, which is all well and good, but you need to want the best for yourself as well. Okay, so be that friend, be that support, but don't forget about yourself. Okay, my darling. But you're doing great, and you've got the communication and the support and the friendship there. So keep doing what you're doing. Just make sure you concentrate on yourself a little bit more, and concentrate on what your needs are and what your wants as well. It's okay to say no to people, okay? It doesn't make you a horrible friend. It doesn't mean that you don't support them. It just means now and again you have to self-care. And it's not being selfish, it's about self-care. All right, my darling. So keep doing what you're doing and bring that fun factor back into your life. All right, my sweetheart, you're very welcome. Thank you for working with me. All right, let's see who's next. Hi, Deborah. Hi, everybody who's just joined. Pick a number from 1 to 24 because I'm doing colouring book readings. Okay, let me go up. Who did I say I was going to do before? It was Michelle, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Michelle, let me come back to you, my sweetheart. I'm an artist to know how important colours are. They are so important. You'd be surprised how much information you can get from a colour. Number 15 for Michelle. Let's have a look. I do go to who I'm drawn to. So just be patient, people. And I do believe that the messages go to those that need it. Number 15 for Michelle, please. Okay. That's that one. 15. Right. Now this makes sense. Right, that's the skull picture there, and it's a darker blue with it's a normal, I don't know if it's a dusky red or a dusky pink. I'm seeing dusky pink. So what I want to say to you is I feel like you've lost a little bit of your confidence. If you look at the skull, it's sitting above the rose. So I feel like you need to see things from a different perspective, from a higher perspective. You need to kind of step back a little bit and look at things from a different angle in order to make sense of what's going on. Now, I feel like this is to do with work or starting a project or starting a business. I feel like there was a lot of enthusiasm in the beginning, but this rose here is very dusky. So I do feel like you've had your confidence knocked a little bit. And I do feel like there's been a lot of negativity surrounding your ideas or surrounding what it is that you want to do. Now, 5 and 1 makes 6. So I do know July. Is it 5th? No, June, sorry. June would be very important to you. And I feel like June was when you had the most passion, when you had the excitement and the enthusiasm. But I feel that's dipped over time. You're starting your life over, yeah. And thank you for that compliment. Yeah, I want to say there's some collaboration needed. There's some talking needed. I don't know if you're getting outside people involved or if you're meeting new people. I feel like you're going to meet new people and they're going to help you. You've got even the greens look blue. So I do feel that you still got the passion there in your heart. But again, I feel like you need to find your tribe. You need to find the positive people that are going to encourage you and help you and support you. Put your ideas out of your head onto the page and into reality. All right. But you've got to have confidence yourself. There you go. What does that say? I deserve success. This needs to be your mantra. Again, you've got the blues in there. So this is about believing in yourself. It's about communication with yourself. And it's also about getting the right people on board, surrounding you with the positivity and the encouragement. It doesn't matter whether your project is going to work out or not. The point is that you're trying, you deserve the success, and the more you put in, the more you get out of it. Okay, so I want to say, I can't say whether or not it's going to fail or succeed, but you deserve success, and the only way to get success is to try. And sometimes failure is the route to success, because if you don't fail at things, you don't learn anything. And if you don't learn anything, you can't get better at it. Does that make sense? All right, so make sure you get that that confidence back, collaborate with the right people, and everything should work out. All right, my sweetheart, I hope that helps, and I'll say thank you for working with me. Okay, let's go to a Facebooker. Let's see. I'm trying to get through as many of you as I can, so if they seem very short and sweet, that'll be why. But they are only mini readings anyway. Crystal Lee, let's come to you, my sweetheart. 13, lucky for some. I just told someone today she needs to believe in herself. Yep, that's it. Sometimes that's all it takes. Sometimes people need a swift kick up the bum, don't they, Michelle Olivia? Yes, my darling. Okay. What we're doing, number 13 for Crystal. Let's have a look. 13. Oh, wow. You've got one of my favorite pictures in the affirmations book. Oh, come right past that one. 13. All right, my darling Crystal. You have got my spiritual alignment skull. Look at the pictures in that. And when I say spiritual alignment, you've got all the chakra colours in there. All right, my darling. So you've got the blue for the communication. You've got the green for the heart chakra, red for the root chakra, orange for the, and yellow for the solar plexus, and I've forgotten the name of the other one. But yeah, you've got all the chakra colours in there. And they're surrounded by grey. So again, I feel like you have a spiritual connection. Whether you work with spirit or not, I don't know. But I feel that if you're not, you should be. Okay. There's greys around here. So again, it's about compromise. But the grey has a little bit of blue in there. So I do feel that you hear spirit and you talk to spirit. But again, you doubt yourself. It's almost like because you think it's your own voice rather than spirit. Does that make sense? And you're, I want to say there's a little bit of fear factor. It's almost like you're scared of looking silly. You do feel the connections. Yeah. It says here that you have the connections there. And I'm being drawn to the purple crown chakra. And I'm seeing your light and I'm feeling very warm. So I do know that when you connect, whether you doubt yourself or not, you get a little bit warm. The temperature changes around you and you feel quite warm when spirit are close. And that's how you know when spirit are close. Yes, thank you for that confirmation. But I want, again, it's about believing. What does that say? Look that. I am fearless. And look at all them colours there. Again, you could say that these are the shark colours, but when I had this in mind, I had this in rainbows. So that for me is all about pride. It's all about strength. It's all about being fearless, about showing your true authentic self and being who and doing what you want to be. Do what you want, what makes you happy. Okay, this is about just coming out and doing your thing and shining your light. And this was done with glitter pens, so I want to give you that sparkle as well. Oh, and we have a troll. What a surprise. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Thank you. Sorry about that, people. Blocked and reported. So yeah, it's about pride and it's about having confidence and it's about not being fearful of what other people think and other people's judgments. Okay, so go out there. If you want to learn how to do readings, how to do mediumship, how to connect with spirit, find a mentor, find a circle, find one that you connect with that feels right in your gut, and then just do what it is that you want to do, my darling. As long as your heart's in the right place and the intention is in the right place, you trust what you're getting, you're not going to look silly, you're not going to look daft. and you can't go wrong. All right, my darling. So I hope that helps, and just go ahead and do what you do. All right, my darling. I hope that helps. Sorry about the troll, everybody. Okay, let's see who's next. We are streaming to both Facebook and YouTube. For those that have just joined, pick a number from 1 to 24. Whoever I'm reading for, the names will come up there at the bottom of the screen. So YouTubers can see who I'm reading for on Facebook and vice versa. They've just got to look at the icon down there. Okay. Let's see. Julianne, let's come to you, my sweetheart. Let me know that you're still here. Oh, hang on. What's that about? Julianne, did you pick a number, my lovely? I don't think she did. Oh, there you go, Julianne. Pick a number between 1 and 24, my sweetheart, and we'll see what comes up for you. Hi, Mandy. Hi, Bernadette. Hi, Car. 22. Okay, my darling. Let's have a look. Right at the end. Ooh. Right. Okay, so let's have a look. So you have, oh, okay. You've got my remembrance skull. This is my poppy skull. And as you can see, there's red poppies and there's purple poppies. Now, the red poppies are obviously for remembrance for the military. So I do feel there's military links to you, whether it be Navy, Navy, Army, or RAF. And the purple ones are for the animals, to remember the animals that was in the war as well, the horses and the pigeons and the dogs that they still use, the sniffer dogs, etc., etc. So I do feel that not only have you got military personnel in spirit, but I do feel you have animals in spirit as well. Let me know if that makes sense, my darling. Again, it's around November, so around this month would be important for you. But I'm also seeing the skull and the brown. It's almost like a golden brown, relaxed brown colour on the skull. So I want to say you're very well grounded. And again, you're another one that has a lot of support around you, because I'm seeing all the green leaves as well. Yes, military and animals. Thank you for that confirmation, my darling. So I do feel that there's, I know November the 11th is our Remembrance Day here in the UK. But I also want to give you an anniversary in November, towards the end of November. And I do feel that there's a gentleman in spirit that would have had a dog that passed just after him, but it was his dog, and it was almost like the dog had a broken heart kind of thing. I want to put the dog with this gentleman, and I do feel this is Grandad. Now, he's not coming in as such at the moment. I'm just feeling the energy that he's given me to put onto you. So let me know if that makes sense. You've got the number 22. 2 and 2 is 4. 4 is April. So I do know April is significant as well with yourself. Now, you have the blank end page of my positive affirmations. Now, what I want to say to you, this is the message for you with this is that you are a blank page, okay? You doesn't connect with that, but you lost the dog. Okay, my darling. Well, this gentleman has got the dog with him, because I'm seeing them both together. I'm seeing a photo of them both together, whether you've got this photo or whether this is just the image that they're putting in my mind, but I'm seeing the dog and the gentleman together. So if it's your dog, just know that the dog's with him, okay? But I also want to say to you, I need to tell you that you are a blank page. You can be anything that you want to be. It's never too late to start a new thing, and it's never too late to start again. I do feel with your energy there's some regrets of maybe hopes and dreams that you had when you was younger. I don't know how old you are, but I do feel that kind of when you were sort of a school age, you had dreams of what you wanted to do and what you wanted to be, and for some reason it didn't quite happen. You didn't quite get there. And what I'm being told now is it's never too late for you to start. You still can have them aspirations and you can still work towards them. Don't let the fear hold you back. Okay, again, this is about believing in yourself and about having self-confidence. And I know it feels like I'm repeating myself across all the readings at the moment, but mostly I get a theme, and it seems that tonight's theme is about self-belief, self-confidence, stepping out of your comfort zone and doing what it is that you're passionate about, that you feel is right in your heart for yourself, regardless of what other people say and do. Okay, so be that blank page, start your story again. Be the hero of your own story instead of being a character in the background, okay? Because I feel like it's almost like you're watching everybody else move on and get what they want or get what they need. And you're kind of sat there in the background going, well, why can't I have that? What am I doing wrong that I can't have that? Positive mental attitude, okay, my sweetheart? Put it in your head that you can achieve, you will achieve. Yes, it's going to be hard. If it was all easy, we'd all be doing it. But you are capable, okay? You're doing the work to make your dreams come true. Absolutely. And you will get there, my darling, okay? It's just going to take patience, perseverance, and resilience, okay? And I want you to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I can and I will. I can and I will. All right? So keep doing what you're doing, my sweetheart. Know that this gentleman is watching over you. I do know that you are missing somebody in spirit at the moment, but they're also giving you the healing. The purple again is for healing as well. Keep yourself grounded, keep yourself focused, and you should be all right, my sweetheart. Okay, I hope that helps, and I'll say thank you for working with me. Okay. Number 13. Okay, we've just done number 13, but we'll give it a go, Lisa, okay? Number 13 keeps coming to me. I believe I need this. My heart has been at a standstill. Okay, so 3-1 is 4-4 is April. You're very welcome, Julie. 3-1 is 4, 4 is April. So I do know that April is significant for you. And I want to put you with a Taurus. I don't know if it's you that's a Taurian or if you know of a Taurian, but I feel that there's a Taurian around you at the moment that's being quite stubborn and is being quite sort of pulling on the heartstrings a little bit. Now, the reason for your heart being at a standstill, let's have a look. Let me find the page again. You're grieving, my darling. You're still grieving. Now, I know we've already had this, but it's amazing how the same picture can be read differently for different people. Your daughter is in spirit. Okay, don't give me too much information, my darling. But yes, I do feel that the reason for your you feeling like you're at a standstill is because you're missing your daughter in spirit, which, you know, is completely understandable. But again, you've got that spiritual connection. I do feel you sense her around you. I do feel she's tried to communicate with you, and I do feel that she's come to you in dreams. So that's her way of communicating with you. No, she's not in spirit, just so stubborn. Can you take me a child in spirit then? Because when you mentioned your daughter, I got the spiritual connection immediately. But yeah, I've got a teenage daughter that's stubborn as well. But yeah, I do feel that there's somebody you're missing in spirit that you've not finished grieving for yet, that you're still grieving for. And I am getting a child in spirit. So whether this is your child or there's a child somewhere in the family, I'm not trying to make it fit, don't get me wrong. But as soon as you said your dad's in, that's who you're missing. Okay, so what about the other child in spirit then? So yeah, I do know, again, you've got all the chakra colors there, so I feel like you need some balance, and you need to kind of put everything back into alignment, and this is why everything's at a standstill, because it kind of feels like everything has just hit a brick wall. Does that make sense? The one you lost, that would make sense. That would make sense because I got given a child in spirit. So yeah, I just feel I'm seeing the oranges, so I'm feeling like there's a lot of warmth coming to you from the world of spirit. There's a lot of energy being thrown down to you from the world of spirit. You've got, again, this is about communication and about telling people how you feel. Telling people how you feel and remembering that your mental health is just as important as everybody else's. Now, in terms of your daughter, I feel there's better communication needed. I feel there's a clash of personalities, if you like. I feel like I'm looking at this here, and I feel like you're trying to support her as best you can, and she's like, no, 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 or she's resisting it for whatever reason. I feel now's the time. I know I'm a parent myself. Sometimes we have to stand back and let our children make their own mistakes. And I feel this is a battle of wills going on with you and your daughter at the moment. I feel there's a conflict of, I don't know how old your daughter is. I don't know how old you are, but I feel she's grown, but she's not matured. Does that make sense? And it's like you need to give her room. You need to give her room to mature. Of course, your dad's around you, my darling. I don't need to be psychic or mediumistic to tell you that our loved ones this goes for everybody. Our loved ones are always around us. They're always keeping an eye on us. They're always watching, and they don't miss a trick. Okay. So yes, your dad is around you, and I feel like it's a complicated relationship with you and your daughter at the moment, but I also feel you're missing your dad because you kind of had the same relationship with your mom, but your dad was the voice of reason, and I feel like you haven't got that voice of reason at the moment. You haven't got somebody around you to say, hang on a minute, maybe you should back off, let her do what she thinks is best, and then just be there when it all goes haywire. Do you know what I mean? So this is what you need to do. You need to take that step back, let her make her mistakes, because then she will mature and she will grow, and she might even come to you and say, you know what, Mum, I wish I'd have listened because you were right, or I did that wrong, didn't I? And then things will get better because you're giving her that space to explore herself and who she is. Okay. And that's all that's needed. She just needs that space. Be there with advice. If she comes to you, just say, look, I'm going to let you do your thing. You do it your way. You know where I am. If it goes wrong, or if it goes bad, or if you need advice, you know, or even if it goes right, I'm here. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not going to advise you what to do unless you come to me for the advice. It's really hard when our children are growing up, because you have to go from being their parent to kind of being their mentor. Does that make sense? You're still their parent, but you still have to be their mentor without babying them, without treating them like they're a child. There comes an age where they stop being that child, and you have to stop treating them like a child. And it's almost like you have to force them to mature and take responsibility for themselves a little bit. All right. And this is what I want to say to you. And number 13 on the positive affirmations. Fearless. Don't be afraid of stepping back and letting go of the reins a little bit. Okay. She's always going to be your daughter. She's always going to be your little girl. She just needs room to grow and to mature. Okay, my darling. So yes, it's scary. You know, it's scary as they get older. Trust me, I've been through it twice, and I'm about to go through it again. My youngest is 18 next year, and yeah. But don't be scared of letting go, okay? Because she'll always be your daughter. But the more you try and rein her in, the more she's going to dig her heels in, and the more complicated your relationship is going to be. All right? So I hope that helps, and I'll say thank you for working with me. And thank you for all the confirmations and the feedback. It's much appreciated. All right. My daughter just had a second baby. Oh, bless. Well, congratulations on the new grandbaby. But again, just give her the space to do it her way, okay? Advise if she asks for it, and just let her know that you're there if you need her, okay? If you need advice, I'm here. If you want any help, I'm here. If you need me to watch the baby, give you a rest, I'm here. But I won't interfere unless you ask me to. And then she'll have more respect, and she'll be able to breathe, and she won't be as tense and as stubborn as what she's being. All right, my darling, let her come to you when she's ready. Just let her know that you're there. That's all you can do. All right, my sweetheart. I hope that helps. Good evening, Corey. Good evening, Monique. And thank you for that compliment. It's much appreciated. Hi, Susan. Don't forget we are streaming to both Facebook and YouTube. I do try and make it equal. So YouTubers, you need to comment if you want the chance of a reading. Otherwise, I can't read for you. Oh, let's see. Jenny, have I already come to you? I don't think I have I? Good evening, Crystal. Number 24 for Jenny. Okay, let's have a look. There's no number 24 on the affirmations book. Hi, my darling. I see you. Let's see what the schools say on number 24, the last page. All right. This is grey, and there's a little bit of ivory roses there. They're almost an off-white. So for you, my sweetheart, I feel like you need to compromise. I feel like there's a situation around you at the moment where decisions need to be made, and there's conversations needed, but the solution isn't black and white. Bye, Amanda. Thank you for joining. I go to who I'm drawn to inflame. There isn't a list. It's who I'm drawn to. Jenny, yeah, I feel like there's a bit of compromise needed. There's a conversation needed. And with the off-white, I kind of feel like that things aren't as they seem to be. I feel like you kind of need to dust off the cobwebs and dust away the rubbish in order to get to the true colour of the situation, in order to get to the facts of the situation. Does that make sense? Thank you for that confirmation. I'm seeing the dark green, so I do feel that this is to do with like a friendship situation, or there's a rift within a family circle. But there's definitely, so I wouldn't say an argument as such, but I would say there's some discontent going on. It's like he said, she said, he did, she did. If she did this, if he did that, why can't they do this? Why can't they do that kind of scenario? So again, I feel like you need to get everybody together, like a family meeting or a friend meeting, and say, look, this is what's going on. This is what needs sorting out. We all don't have to agree, but we can agree to disagree, and we can agree to respect each other's opinions, even if we think they're wrong. Okay, I don't agree with you, but I respect your opinion. Let's leave it at that. And I kind of feel like there's a few people that need their heads banging together, because I feel like I'm seeing the pale grey almost white, and I'm seeing the roses almost turning into a pink. So I want to say that it's almost petty. Whatever is going on, it's petty. And it's almost like children arguing in a playground. So what I need to say to you is take the lead on it, and just tell them to stop acting like children and to grow up. And to, I'm seeing the eyes in the skull, and the eyes are black, and I'm, look at it from each other's point of view. Yeah, so that's the only way you're going to get it sorted, my darling. Okay. Say they need to stop acting like children. You need to sort it out. Either agree to disagree, move on, or find a middle ground, find a compromise. Okay. Again, it seems to be the theme of the day, and this is why you haven't got the positive affirmation, because it needs you to take the lead and to kick some bums. Okay, my sweetheart. Short but sweet, but I hope it helps. Okay, my darling, thank you for working with me. Hello, Anshuman. Welcome, welcome. Okay, let's see who's next. Let me see. I'm just scrolling to see who's there. Let me see. Okay, Monique. I'm coming to you, my darling. I'm just trying to find your number. Pick a number from 1 to 24. You're very welcome, Jenny. I hope that helps. Monique, pick a number from 1 to 24 for me. And I will come to you, my sweet. Number 5. Okay, let's have a look. Number 5. There you go, my darling. You've got the rose pink. It's almost a rose pink skull. And you've got the darker pink flowers there. They're not roses, though. I would say they're more sort of, I don't even know what flowers they are. They look very pretty, whatever they are. I'm going to have to search some of these flowers up, I think, and name them. And then it'll give me more enhancement for the readings. But what I want to say to you is there's a sense of innocence and a sense of childlike awe and wonder about your energy. I feel like I'm looking at everything from a child's point of view at the moment. I'm starting something new, and I want to say I'm humbled. And And I want to say spiritual connection, even though this isn't the spiritual connection skull, I do feel that there's a lot of love for spirit, and there's a lot of learning needed doing. And I say learning needed doing because there's a crack in this skull right down the center, and it goes from the crown down to the third eye. So I feel there's a curiosity, like a childlike curiosity with yourself, with respect to learning how spirit work and learning how to communicate with spirit. And I want to go healing because I'm seeing the darker pinks and it's almost purple. So I want to put you on a healing level. So whether you've thought about being a healer, or you would like to be a healer, or you've been searching into things like Reiki, I feel like that's what I need to do. But I feel like my nose is itching, and when my nose itches, it normally means somebody is sticking their nose into my business where it doesn't belong. So I want to say to you, whoever is tittle-tattling about whatever is going on with you, you know who it is. Go with your gut. You know who's talking. You know who's chatting about you. And I feel like their heart is in the right place, but they're not going about it the right way. Does that make sense? But yeah, I do feel that you need some knowledge and you need some learning. And I feel like the more you find out about your connection with spirit and how to connect with them, the more humbled you are by it. And I feel like a child at Christmas. I feel excited. I feel impassioned. I feel at peace. I want to say there's some grounding needed because I'm seeing a little bit of browns in this pink as well, and the greens are a light green. So again, it's all new, it's all fresh, and it almost feels like it's spring. So I want to say this has been going on since spring, and your knowledge and everything has been gaining and growing, and the more you learn, the more you want to know. Does that make sense? So what I need to say to you is keep doing what you're doing, keep being humbled by it, because I do feel you'd make an excellent healer, either with your hands or with your words, or even both. I feel a gentility with you, I feel a gentle soul with you, and I feel that meditation, you'd be very good at doing meditations, guided meditations, or things like massage, anything to do with the hands, being hands-on. You've got this knack of relaxing people, okay, and making people feel at ease. And this is where I want to put you. So again, look into the Reiki, look into the spiritual massage. I know there's crystal healing as well. Anything like that would be good for you, my darling. So again, go find yourself a mentor, a circle, whatever the case may be, and gain your knowledge and get some practice in. And there you go. I am clever. And again, you've got the bright spring green. So again, even though this is all new to you, I feel like there's a lot of learning that you are wanting to do, that you are capable of doing. You've got the yellows there, yellows and oranges, and that is for wisdom, learning, and knowledge as well. So whatever it is that you're starting, whatever it is that you want to start, that you're getting excited about, go ahead and do it, my darling. Okay, this is a green light for you to go ahead and do it. And I want to say by spring you should be in a position to know more and to explore more, and to just go with your gut and go with your gentle soul and heal the universe. All right, my darling, I hope that helps. You have been looking into healing. There you go. You are exactly where you need to be, my sweetheart. You just need to gain more knowledge, get the practice in. So again, find the right mentor, find the right circle, either a healing circle or an open learning circle. Go with what fits. Excuse me. Go with what fits for you. Okay, my darling. because you're absolutely on the right path. So I hope that helps. Okay, let's have a look. Yes, I am doing readings, Melinda. I'm doing colouring book readings. Okay, let's have a look. It's 1 to 24, the numbers. Let's see. I'm scrolling. T. Smith. Okay. As I connected with your name then, before I even get to the books, I feel deep in thought. I feel like I'm questioning everything at the moment. Does that make sense, Smith? I'm gonna. I'll call you T. Sorry, because Smith sounds a bit rude. Yeah, I kind of feel like I need a change. I need a change from the daily rigmarole. I need to stand up and shine. I feel like things have got a bit dull. I feel like I've got a bit stagnant. I feel like a robot, the same thing, different day kind of deal. Now number 4 is April. So I do know again April would be important, but I want to go to the beginning of April with yourself. And I'm being taken to April Fool's Day, so I don't know if there's a story about April Fool's Day or something significant happens on April Fool's Day. But that's where I want to take you at the moment. Okay, let's see what the cards say. I've also got a pain in my wrist. I don't know if you've had any I feel like it's like a carpal tunnel feeling in my wrist. My wrist and my hand's gone all numb. So I don't know if you're having problems with your hands at the moment. Let me know if that makes sense. Somebody's having a laugh with you, my friend. Somebody's definitely having a laugh with you. I'll let you in on it in a second. And the reason why I'm laughing, because I feel like this is something you would not sort of I am cute and you've got all the pink, so I want to bring a sense of fun with yourself. I want to bring in that laughter again, and I feel like I'm a bit of a comedy actor. I was a bit of a comedy act before life got serious, because as soon as I saw that, it made me laugh, and I'm kind of getting a vision of you. So yes, I'm so cute in that sarcastic, funny way. But it's not something you would say about yourself on a serious note, I don't think. But yeah, it's definitely very pink. So I want lots and lots and lots of fun, lots and lots of laughs. I want to bring in that comedy element, like I said. I want to bring in that fun factor. And I want to give a bit of a Playboy sort of feel. Sort of a wink pink for the ladies kind of thing. I don't know if you're male or female, or if you like men or women, or if you're I don't know what your sexuality is or whatever, and that's not my business if you don't want to shout it out. But I do feel it's a bit of I'm a bit of a ladies man type character. Now whether you're female or male, you can, a bit of a man lady, a bit of a lady's boy, whatever you want to be. I just get that kind of energy with you. But this one is about spiritual enlightenment. Now you've got the sunflowers there, and sunflowers are so called because they lift their faces up to the sun, when the sun's shining, and when it's dark they get down. And I feel this is very much with you. I feel like when you're up, you're really, really up, and you're really bright and vibrant and funny and sociable and all them other things. But when you're down, you're really, really down, and you hide away, you isolate yourself. It's almost like a duvet day with the chocolates and the Netflix, and everybody else can go do one in the world. But then you've got the almost beige coloured brown skull there with the white teeth. So I want to say you're well grounded, and it's almost like there's a balance because you've got the 3 sunflowers across the head, and then you've got the yellow under here, the yellowy orange under here. So I want to say this is all about balance. You need to have a balance between the social and the isolation, if you like. Again, you've got lots of friends around you, you've got lots of support, you've also got a lot of wisdom. You're very wise in the sense that you know what you need to do and how to do it. I just don't feel like I've got the motivation to do it at the moment. And this is where the orange comes in. The orange is citrine, and again, the sun is energy. Citrine is all about energy. And I want to give you some citrine. The skull is almost a yellow colour. It's almost like an off-white yellow, like a very pale sherbet yellow. So again, I want to say that you're a very, very sweet person, but you need to draw on your soul's wisdom, on your spiritual wisdom. And you're another one I feel that if you're not already working with spirit, you need to be working with spirit, because I feel a sense of enlightenment with yourself, with your energy. It's just, you've got backup as well. I feel like you're supported, because I'm seeing the skull leant up against a tree, and it's as straight as a die. So wherever the sunflowers are growing, there's like a fence behind the skull, and the skull is leant up straight against the fence. So I do know that somebody has your back. There's somebody around you that's having to have your back at the minute. And spirit have definitely got your back. So I feel well supported. I feel like I've got the wisdom, but I just don't have the motivation to tap into it at the moment. But again, the sunflowers are spiritual enlightenment and spiritual wisdom. So draw upon that, meditate, whether in the bath or to music or whatever the case may be, and new things will come into the forefront. New wisdom will come into the forefront, because the darker greens are down by the cheekbones and around the jawline. So I do feel that you've got an old soul and an old wisdom, but at the top there's fresh new leaves growing. So I do feel there's something new coming in, and there is something that's going to grow within you to give you that sense of upliftment and enlightenment and wisdom. All right, I hope that helps, and I'll say thank you for working with me. And that is it for this evening. How quick has that gone? I hope you've enjoyed them as much as I've enjoyed doing them. It seemed to have worked out pretty well, I think. So I hope that helps, T. Smith. Thank you all for joining me. I will be on Sunday on Prism of Light, God willing, and the bus is running. If I don't see you then, I will see you on next Thursday, same time, same place, for more colouring book readings. All right, have a safe weekend. If I don't see you over the weekend, stay dry, stay warm, and I'll see you all soon. Lots of love and light. Bye everybody, take care.